My name is Jack Daniels and I'm YouTube's biggest and #1 masculinity guru. My mission on this platform is to transform losers like you into winners like me, because I'm the pinnacle of masculinity, and my mission here is to teach you how to become an alpha and to conquer this planet like a king. Hello my fellow toy toyers, I am a proud feminist, which people call toy toy, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about how patriarchy ruined and destroyed my life. Alright, listen up kings. Women do not provide love, and women do not love love, if you understand what I mean. They truly love status. So if you're not making 6 figures by the age of 12, I'm sorry, but cut it out. She will not be falling for you. She will be fucking other people in the fucking club, because you do not possess the capabilities that she wants. Because she wants status, she wants money, she wants someone to provide, and she just doesn't love your loser ass. Patriarchy. Everywhere. You still think that the gender pay gap is just about money? No, it's about power. Like 77 cents for $1. Like women complain about the wage gap, but what about men? Men just complain about their gaming headsets. Like what the fuck? Where's the equality? Where's the understanding? Like, what the fuck? Step 2 in the operation of becoming a man is going to the gym 3 times a day, every week, every year. Because if you're not sweating to the point where an African child would look at you and tear up because you possess so much water and so much sweat and that you can feed an entire African village, then I'm sorry, that woman that you love truly will leave you for a better man, because you're not putting in the work. You're not putting in the work to become a high status value man. That's the reason why that bitch will leave you, because you are not possessing capabilities of being a provider. Bitch. Dating. Huh. Don't make me laugh. Like, men only want a maid, a mother, a cook. Like, women are not slaves for you. Well, what are you talking about? Because you're a male feminist, are you acting like that because you want to be a pick-me type of person? No, I'm genuinely fighting for women's rights, and because I am a male feminist, I know how men act, and I know how men are down to the bone. I know men nature. We are disgusting human creatures. But I'm different. You see, I'm different because when I see a woman on the street, I do not think about procreating with her and having sex with her. No, I think about how she suffers on a day-to-day basis. And I think that she's such a brave person because she walks on the street confidently, because every single day is a suffering for her. Like, genuinely, like being a woman is suffering. So therefore, women are brave. Every single woman is a brave person, a brave soul, because it's hard being a woman, genuinely, and I'm here as a male feminist trying to protect them. Step 3. Never text her back. Even if it's like the end of the world and there's some major crisis, never text her back. And never text her 2 times. Never double text. Because if you do that, she will look at you as a beta fucking cock loser, as the thing that you currently are. But if you buy my course for $99, you can become an alpha like me. And don't even bring up biology. Men are stronger, men are better hunters. Cut that crap out, that's just the patriarchy's favorite excuse. Do you know what women hunt for? Equality. Slave bitch. What the fuck? Step 4. Invest in crypto, because these bitches love money so much. So therefore invest in crypto, and not any kind of crypto. Invest in my crypto, dickbreath.com. Enter that website, click on it and buy my coins, because my coins will exponentially become much more wealthier and you will become a millionaire, because Dick Breath coins are the best coins out there. Trust me, just invest in my company, invest in my dick breaths, and you will be rich. I promise you that. And remember, self-improvement isn't about being happy. Self-improvement is about being unapproachably intimidating. Kings do not smile. Kings are not happy. Kings fuck everything that walks. You are a king. If you watch my content, you are a king. Never trust these bitches. Do you ever just load up social media and think, man, this is living cancer? I cannot believe that the same species is heavily detached from its two most common genders. It is genuinely scary. There is something so romantic in the fact that a masculine figure and a feminine figure, through moments of struggles and stress, are able to surpass hardships to create another life, to continue the legacy of humanity for each continuous living soul, further expanding the history of us, Homo sapiens. Well, good luck now, because women hate men to the bone and men hate women to the T. And this isn't by accident, it is purely because of social media. See, here's the reason why big corporations want to destroy the family unit. There are studies that constantly show that lonely people are way easier to exploit, especially via money. You see, when you have that void in your chest, you tend to buy materialistic objects to fill that void. Video games, drugs, alcohol, pointless media, subscriptions to OnlyFans, you know what I mean. Even if you do not pay for adult content, just the fact that you are watching it long enough, you will tend to pay in the future. That is the reason why there's that saying, if there is something for free, you are the product. Anyways, social media pushes hate more than positive content, because we as humans evolved to avoid danger more than to focus on the positive stuff. Where would your mind wander more to? A beautiful scenery of a dog and a butterfly playing in the beautiful rays of the sun, breathing in the fresh air, enjoying the warm breeze, or a thermonuclear bomb shove up your anus. Where am I going with this? Social media pushes hate and so-called danger more than positive content. Maybe that is on purpose because these companies know how to exploit it, or maybe it was by accident because that is our human nature, or maybe because these companies know how to exploit human nature. You see, by destroying the family unit, you make many people vulnerable to exploitation, because if you do not have anyone, you may fall into consumerism. Imagine having a wife and kids who love you. You do not really need external pleasures like video games, alcohol and drugs and all these coping mechanisms. The reason why people fall into these pitfalls of addictions are because life in itself is not enjoyable. That is the reason if you are addicted to any kind of drug or coping mechanism, it's not the problem, it's not its core issue, it is a symptom of the problem. If your life was fixed, you would not be addicted to shit, but companies do not want that. Companies know what they're doing. They want you strapped to your chair, sitting, consuming media, buying products and slaving away with a promise that life will get better, only if you buy that discounted $99.99 a month AI girlfriend. You know what is also the problem with social media and people in general, especially in the older generations? They just tell you to go touch grass, get off Tinder, go outside, talk to women in real life and touch grass. Like that will help. Just because you stepped away from social media and dating apps, it doesn't automatically mean that these girls will also step away from them. They are still subconsciously comparing you to the people on the social media that they see every day. Every single girl I met in my own generation, plus I have friends who can confirm this, they are all addicted to social media. So therefore, because everyone is constantly glued to their screens, this gender war just festers in people's minds, consciously and subconsciously, which is insane. The real world that we know right now is actually online. Everyone is online, everything is online. Everything is on the internet. When someone tells you to go outside and to go touch grass, you will be touching it alone, because everyone else is just glued to their screens, glued to their online personas that they portray on online media. I truly find it sad, man, that everyone on social media is trying to turn every single little thing into a fight against its own opposing gender. We are like yin and yang, two opposites that should complement each other to create something much more meaningful than life itself. Not to destroy each other. It is downright insane. A masculine man with a masculine traits like loyalty, leadership, strength, independence, etc. and a feminine woman with traits like compassion, nurturing, loving, caring should be in nature's symbiosis, flowing together through life. Every relationship that has a true masculine man and a true feminine woman are deeply connected to each other because the opposite energies complement each other. The mountain and the sea. But now it is heavily promoted that women become more masculine, assertive, loud, and aggressive, whilst men are getting more emotional, more aggressive, and more feminized, just because of social media and its effects. I do not know if I said this before in past videos and if I am repeating myself, but there is that one quote: "You are the average of your 5 friends, and I can predict your future with that." Well, you can spin this quote around. You can apply it to social media as well. Your mind frame and worldview is the average of what your algorithm keeps repeatedly showing you. Knowing that, you can perfectly connect why there are so many hate between the two genders. Women feel like they are being oppressed by men. Men feel like they are attacked for no reason. Because how is a 5'3" Indian man sitting in his room playing CSGO, not even talking to women because he's afraid, millions of kilometers away from you, How is he oppressing you?
I'm a failure. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. I wasted 2 days of my life sitting in a fucking, laying in a fucking bed and crying like a baby. I'm a failure. Or I can use all that pain. I can use all that pain and turn into power. I become a giga chat. I think it's time. It's time to become a man. I can't do this. It's time to make a man. It's time to take the pill. Kabura mo! Jet pistol! I will never give up. I'm gonna make it no matter what.
Hate keeps being pushed because the design of social media. This keeps repeating itself over and over until you end up with the great divide. No one feels connected to each other anymore. Nobody truly talks to each other anymore. They are only connected to their online personas and online parasocial relationships and their AI chatbots. Complete insanity. Even though social media is an amazing thing, it makes us connect to each other and makes us share our own living experience. I mean, you're watching this video through social media. YouTube is a type of social media. That's the reason why it is incredibly beneficial, but the more I use it, the more I spend time on it, I just genuinely feel drained because I'm constantly being shown content that's just not beneficial. It's just complete entertainment. Yes, you can definitely watch educational content, but what the algorithm promotes and what social media keeps showing you day in and day out, it is just insane, man. Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Today I have downloaded some videos that I'm going to be reviewing live to see how how my mental space will be affected after watching all these gender war videos. Many of them are rage baits, many of them have constructive criticism that I want to dive into, so therefore let's just dive into it. Women say they want an emotionally mature man, but most aren't really ready for what that actually means, because emotional maturity comes with vulnerability, and that can be messy. He might cry in your arms or say, "I don't know who I am right now," and many women get turned off by that kind of openness, not because it is wrong, but because we've been conditioned to the strengths as stoicism and softness as weakness. We say we want men to open up, but only if it's poetic, composed, and doesn't make us uncomfortable. Not if it shifts the power dynamic or makes us feel like the strong ones. But if a man's softness turns you off, it's not about him. It's about your conditioning and what you've learned to find desirable. If you want a truly emotionally mature man, ask yourself, am I emotionally safe enough to receive him? The most common thing that I have been seeing, the most common question is it okay to cry in front of a woman? I never cried in front of a woman, but I have a friend who did that. And to be honest with you, it didn't end up really well. He had a girlfriend for some time, and when he decided to open up to that girl, because like work was stressful, work was hard, he didn't really cry, but he started like saying, like venting about how his life is miserable at the job site and all that. So theoretically he was kind of crying. That was like the biggest mistake, because 2 days after that, that girl lost all feelings for him, and then he was basically telling him that that girl did not give him any attention, that girl was not open with that guy anymore, and I mean, he was kind of blue-pilled in that sort of area, so I feel kind of sorry for him, but that was like a clear opener that made him realize that even though it's okay to be open with a woman, it's okay to be vulnerable with a woman, if you show weakness to a girl, she will see that, of course, as weakness, and she will start seeing other men. That's what I have experienced, that's what have many of my friends experienced. I do not know about you, but in my own personal case, even if times gets really stressful, I'm going to be only crying in front of my own bros, in front of my own friends. Because if I cry in front of a woman, I'm afraid that I will lose her. And yeah, you can say that that's like insecurity from my own part, but at the same time, it's kind of the example of her own personality and all that. So therefore, I do not really know. My best advice is to just not cry in front of a woman. Man, if a woman accuses you of rape, even if you didn't do it, you shut up and accept the charges. What the fuck? Women have been systemically oppressed for years, and you're giving up some years of your freedom that doesn't compare to the oppression they've been through. Okay. We're off to a great start. Imagine if you what the fuck, like, I know that this is clearly rage bait. I mean, even if that woman written that in a concise manner and she was really honest with her thoughts, even in that sort of sense, just because it was posted on the internet, I see that as rage bait, because what the fuck? You should just accept being accused as rape. Like, that's the entire problem. Like, many men are afraid of dating. Like, many men are not afraid of being single for the rest of their lives. They're afraid of being falsely accused of something that they did not do. And they're afraid that if they step into a relationship, they're gonna get burned. That's the entire problem. Like, I could just be ranting about this entire post for the entire day, telling you how this is wrong, but the thing is, you already know that it's pretty wrong and pretty sarcastic, and like what the fuck? You should just accept being accused. Like, get out of here. Interesting. I'm sure y'all can predict as easily as I did what the garbage men in the replies and quotes are saying. Teen mauled to death by a bear in front of a boyfriend while on a hiking trip. If men did that in the comments, they're garbage men, but you also did that because you also twisted it around and just said that men are garbage. You just made this into another gender war slop. Like, this is a tragic event, man. Like, a girl died because of a bear and you're spinning that on this gender war thing. I mean, already, yes, I can predict what the garbage men in the comments said, but I can also predict what this women are saying. I do not know the comments. I have not seen the comments on this New York Post. But if they are not any men commenting about this trash shit, about this tragic event, and if they're like one or two men, why are you painting all men as misogynist and garbage men? Like, I see this as a tragic event. Like, why am I painted as a garbage man? Like, that's the problem. When they say men, they include all men. Teen mauled to death by a bear, and you're using this as an excuse to attack men. I mean, you can be coming from a defensive perspective because men are garbage in the comments, but at the same time, you're still feeding into this war slop, into this gender war slop. Like, get better.
My biggest contribution to society is that I am proof that you can be loud, annoying, crazy. I don't clean, I don't cook, I don't do any of the housewifey things, and still have a man who is successful, dotes on me, loves every single little inch of me, and you don't need to be submissive. Men are supposed to be submissive. We've got this all wrong. This new narrative of like modesty. And if you want to be modest, that's fine. But like, let's not tell women that they need to be these things for a man to like them, because it's not true. Maybe for like a broke one. But it's not true for like men that actually respect themselves. Okay? You can be whoever you want. You can be as loud as you want. You can be as iconic as you want. You can be as annoying as you want. And there's still a man who's probably sitting outside this door would wait on me hand and foot. Okay? Be iconic.
Her biggest contribution to society is that she doesn't do anything. Like, what? I mean, being pretty and all that, that's cool and all, but what are you really contributing to the relationship? Like, if you really want this coming from a feminist perspective, it should be like 50-50, you understand me? What do you contribute? If for example, a man provides you with everything, what can you provide back? Because what the fuck? I mean, this should be a wake-up call for the men who do that, because many men are just willingly and blatantly want to be simps. And being a simp, like, what the fuck? Like, you're giving her so much and you're not getting anything in return, and that turns you on. Like, I do not get it. I do not get it, the perspective of a simp. Like, you're giving out so much stuff for just a little brink of attention. Like, she's not doing anything wrong. Genuinely, she's not doing anything wrong. She's using this situation to acquire as much resources as she can possibly. She's just in a positive net benefit. It's the same thing for women who go into OnlyFans. It's not their fault. I do not know why all of you are attacking these women who are going on OnlyFans, because they are seeing that they can just earn money with pictures, with videos. Like, to me, that's just insane. Like, you can just be a woman, go on OnlyFans and earn a lot of money by just existing. And I see all these women who are entering in this area, this field, because they're getting so much money for nothing in return, basically. Don't get me wrong, I'm not for that OnlyFans thing. I still think that that's fucking tragic, but I do not understand why people are attacking these women, because these women just see that they can get out of poverty, they can just earn a lot of money, and they're just jumping on that opportunity. I mean, it's a very unmoral business, let's be honest. It's not very moral, it's not very good. It's a very disrespectful type of business, but they can do that because men provide for that. That's unfortunately the thing, because men are lustful, men are horny, and men are willing to give off every single bit of wealth that they have just to have this kind of woman just look at them. What the fuck? Like look at this guy. Jesus Christ, he has incredible pecs. He has incredible pecs. Like, look at the arms, he has abs. The face is good, the neck is good. Like, this genuinely like a 9 of... I would even say that this is like a 10 out of 10 person. Like, genuinely, like, woman appeal on point. But why, like, if you know this situation with the T app, like, the T app had this... Like, first of all, the T app, let me just give a brief explanation. The T app is basically an app for women, only for women who can see other men. For example, you as a woman go onto this site and you can judge other men. You can like see men and you can see like their background history and all of that, so that you can feel safe, so that you don't date like a criminal or something like that. But the problem is, this T app gave you a safety bubble, telling you that you will be provided privacy, that you will be private, that all of your data will be safe and secure. Unfortunately, there was a data breach, and all of these women, all of these profile pictures and all of their passports are now public. And you can basically see that all of these women who are not really good in looks, they're not really falling into the beauty standards of today's society. All of these women are basically just judging men, even successful men, and they're just reducing their value whatsoever. It's basically just defamation. All of these ugly women are defamating all these pretty men. I'm sorry for using this language, but unfortunately I cannot be egg walking here. Walking on eggshells, if you understand me. Hey babe, just wanted to let you know I'm heading to the gym with bro. She's bringing her boyfriend and his friend who is actually a fitness trainer. Isn't that great? Anyway, breh. And her man will probably do a couple of workouts, and the guy, Josh, will work out with me. Josh will work me out. Oh, gee. Oh, no, guy. Pack your bags and leave. Pack your bags and leave, man. By the way, my phone is on 5%. It got knocked out. Oh, no, bro. Just leave. Leave. What the fuck? Me and Best enjoying the food some loser bought for us. Like, as I already said, like, it's not their fault. Like, many of you people are looking at these women telling that they're evil bitches or whatever, but genuinely it's not their fault. There are men who are willing to provide for that. It should be a wake-up call for these men. These women are insulting you. These girls are insulting you for what? For you providing money? Like, imagine giving something someone and they're so disrespectful. Like, get the fuck out of here. I was trying to be spontaneous and send my man a cute picture, but instead of it making him smile, he like hoped. He went off on me about the bracelet my ex bought. What? Be that insecure about a bracelet is really insane to me. This bracelet is sentimental, and any real man would respect that. Wait, so you are in a relationship and you're wearing your ex's bracelet, and you're calling them your current boyfriend insecure because your bracelet has sentimental value to your ex. Your bracelet is like a reminder of his dick. Damn, I'm trying to send you a cute pic and you're just focused on the bracelet and not cute about those Vienna sausages. So you could have kept the picture. Chanel, answer my question. Bro, the bracelet is sentimental, you know that. I had a good person and I cheated and I fumbled. You know, he gave me this, so anytime I feel myself about to mess up, I think about him. I don't want to fumble. Oh my god. Anytime she messes up, she think about her ex. Like, bro, pack your bags and leave. The fuck was that message supposed to make me feel good or something? You sound like that N-word was Oh, I almost said the N-word, Jesus Christ. N-word was to offer you another chance, you're going back. Shanabel, either lose the bracelet or lose me. Can't be for real, big insecure. Like this, I have seen so many examples of guys G-checking and implementing accountability in women. I have seen that example so many times in my life, and every single time it's like a script. Genuinely, it's like a script. Every single woman says like either the man is insecure or the man is just jealous. And it gets so annoying because you're trying to have an intellectual discussion. You're trying to find a mutual point, and you're just trying to have an intellectual discussion, and these women are just denying it and putting the blame on you, telling you that you're insecure and that you're just jealous. Like, intellectual dishonesty at its point, like, what the fuck? If a woman discovers that the child she gave birth to for her husband does not belong to the husband, she will still love that child regardless. But as soon as a man denies that he is not the biological father of the child his wife gave birth to him, he starts withdrawing his love, which means that he never really loved the child, but because he thought that I cannot fucking read. What the fuck is wrong with me? Which means that he never really loved the child, but because he thought the child is his. That's why I tell women, before you say I do, ask him, when we get married, do you promise to love any child that comes out of my womb? When we get married, do you promise to love any child that comes out of my womb? So you promise that if the girl cheats, you're going to be okay with it? Damn! Damn! Shotty got a fatty. He's wondering if she might get killed on the first date. He's wondering if he's split the bill. That's the difference.
Ooh, I love this game. Who's more oppressed? Okay, ready? My turn. Woman lures online date to apartment before two men shoot him and rob him. Teen girl fatally stabs stranger in the neck after using a dating app to lure him on the first date. I love how they cover her identity. Woman accused of drugging and robbing older men in deadly romance scheme. This one was investigated by the FBI. Woman who used a dating app to lure a victim into a robbery that ended her own boyfriend's life. Oh, but I got more!
A woman used a dating website to lure a man to a deadly robbery. San Antonio police arrested the woman that they say set up a man who was shot and robbed back in May.
Tonight, police are questioning a woman in connection with a dating...
Yeah, that's genuinely just crazy. Like, and you know what's the problem? Every single woman in the comment section of this video pointed out that this girl who is giving out this evidence and giving out these statistics, every single girl said that this girl is a pick me girl, that she only wants to be accepted by the male community. Like, if you want to point out hypocrisy in your gender and you want to say that, hey, maybe we did a mistake, maybe we should go back, maybe we should implement some intellectual honesty, every single woman is just telling her that she's out. She's like, nah. Like, that's just genuinely stupid. Like, Instagram, if you generally use Instagram on a day-to-day basis and you just scroll on TikTok and all that, your brain is fried, generally, because what the fuck? Today's hard work is tomorrow's reward. The fuck? Pope! Point of view, you're a woman. Well, why are you doing that? What? What the fuck? I mean, I know it's exaggerated, but I know this shit happens. Like, what the fuck? It's funny because it's fun. I mean, it's funny because it is exaggerated, but someone needs to G-check this man who genuinely do that. Genuinely, someone needs to G-check them.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot. So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, excuse me, miss, I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, excuse me, ma'am. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, do not approach me.
From this context alone, I would say that this girl is paranoid, she has PTSD, and that she's afraid, and that her natural reaction is just over the top. I mean, The problem is I do not have the context, and nobody truly has the context, because the only context that we have is that a man approached her and she just started yelling. I mean, that man could be, I do not know intentions of that man, like I do not know, and I cannot conclude my own opinion. But the problem is, under the comment section of this video, every single woman is attacking men. And every single man is attacking this woman. Like, what the fuck? You do not possess context. You do not possess, like, koi kurac jebote. I forgot who this person really is. But I know the backstory that this person turned 18. And as soon as she turned 18, she just subscribed. She just made an OnlyFans account and she just earned 1 million. That's 1 million. That's 1 million. Oh my god, man. This man could not wait until this person turned 18. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, but prove that woman will always support women no matter what.
I cheated and I'm proud. See? Girls support girls. I cheated and I'm proud.
Well, did that guy just say hell yeah?
I'll say it with my chest. Hell yeah, I'll do it again. But which part? This whole thing. Because I cheated. So it's like, now I have to do the walk of shame. Yeah, of course. All the girls are like so supportive. And I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Thank you, Queen. That's what I was because I cheated and I'm proud. I cheated and I'm proud. I cheated and I'm proud.
You know what's sad? Women do not want to see other women happy. The reason why every single woman is supporting the fact that she cheated is because doing that filters out the good men, so that these women can go for the good men. It's just competition. Like, the more I get older, the more I see life as just endless competition. Competition against other men, competition against other women. That's the reason why every man in this video, almost every man, says that that behavior is just unacceptable, that behavior is disgusting. Most every single woman was complimenting and saying like, you go girl. And to me that's just disgusting. It just shows female nature at its core. I mean, yeah, it's just disgusting. Like, what the fuck? It literally crushes my soul that there are women who already hate him and find him to be evil just because he was born a man. Yeah, that's just sad. Like, I don't have anything else to say to that. That's just completely fucking sad.
I hate to tell you this, but if you're trying to date men and you hate men, dating is not going to be very easy for you. It's actually going to suck. And I'm not saying that a lot of men aren't awful and don't show up in relationships. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you spend all your time on the people that you are attempting to date, or talking about how awful they are, or sitting across from them and thinking about how awful they are, it's not going to be a very fun experience, and you're actually just going to keep dating awful men. So shift your attitude around men, and if that means taking a break from dating, that's what you're going to have to do, because I promise there are definitely people out there that will feel good for you to date, but if you're only bringing negative energy to dating, that's what you're going to get back. True.
I mean, this advice can be applied to every single aspect of life. If you already expect something to go bad, if you already expect that there is going to be a bad outcome, trust me, you're going to only be focusing on the bad things. And because your mind is constantly festering on that bad things, your entire world perspective will shift. So therefore, you're automatically inviting bad things to happen. It's just positive reinforcement, it's just negative reinforcement throughout the entire life. If you focus on the positive outcomes of life and you stop focusing on reality, but rather the perspective of the reality, and you change the outcome, like that's the whole point of Stoicism. The only thing that you can control is the thing that you think about. If you approach situations from a positive perspective, life will be a little bit easier. And the more life is easier, the more that positive reinforcement loop will kick in, so therefore life will be a roller coaster. You can go in the opposite direction totally. If you constantly focus on the negative aspects, more negative aspects will happen. And because you're constantly focusing on that, you're not really focused on actually fixing things. You're just focused on how, fixing the things will create much more effort. It's not gonna end up perfectly, it's not gonna end up well. So therefore you just end up being apathetic. You enter apathy, you become nihilistic. I mean, this is very good advice. It's not only in the terms of dating, it's just in terms of like everything. It's generally good advice. It was too perfect. The story behind this picture, I read the post and I remember the post, is the woman said that that guy was perfect, like the most perfect guy, like in the face, money, status, and all that bullshit things. He's like too perfect, but she still divorced him, which is insane. And what she said under the post was, she's like the most perfect man, but something was still missing in my life, so I still had to go out there, which is just insane. Like, what more do you seek? If that person was perfect, what more do you ask for?
I want to be passed around so bad, but my boyfriend just wants a monogamous relationship.
What the fuck? Imagine starting a video just saying, I want to be passed around. What the fuck?
It's 2024. Expecting to be with one person for your entire life is like unreasonable. I'm a young 18-year-old Latina. I'm trying to get my face blasted by multiple men. Like, I haven't even had a quickie in a bathroom stall. I have so much to live for. And
Oh my god. There's so much more food out there. I have so much to live for. There's so much more video games out there. I have so much to live. There's so much weed. There's so much drugs. There's so much pornography out there. I have so much to live for. Do you see how... Oh my god, this is hedonism final boss. Jesus Christ. I agree. I definitely agree.
If I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious they were and kiss them on their foreheads, play with their hair, buy them gifts, take them to nice dinners, spoil them, worship them, and make sure that every day that they knew that they were the most magical and beautiful creature in the world. Yeah, if I was a man, I would do that. It's weird that you men can't keep these women around.
This is the final boss of ragebait, and the thing is, how delusional are you, genuinely? This is the example of a person who never stepped in a man's shoes, because I did that. I genuinely did that, but women still did not go for me, which is just insane, because if you were to right now transform this face into a male face, like just remove the long hair, just make some features much more masculine, but still have the same exact face, this woman will not go fine in the dating marketplace. Like, the advice that she just told, if she were to follow this advice as a man, this will not work out. I'm genuinely sorry.
Why do you date younger women?
Less trauma, less emotional baggage.
What's going on with men? Why are y'all like this?
I think it's because of social media.
Ooh, that's an interesting take.
I was asking this girl I was dating, younger than me, I was asking her, like,
Why do you date younger women?
oh, less trauma, less emotional baggage.
So you like to have the younger girls that are like fresh and undamaged.
To see if there's long-term potential, yeah.
How much younger do you date?
8 years has been like the biggest gap.
How old are you?
32.
Okay. Would you ever date an older woman?
No.
Why not?
I've tried that, and there was just too much. There was too much baggage. The way she would communicate was a little challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having a conversation in person, she'd like to send like a whole novel or paragraph.
Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know if that's an older woman thing or just a crazy woman thing.
I don't know. It's just my experience.
So do you have like age limits set on dating apps?
Probably 27 would be the oldest.
And women your own age still not a good?
All the ones my age who are really good have been taken.
Do your friends feel the same way?
Definitely. Well, it's a little more challenging for older women because you do have like a clock that's racing against you.
Right. If you want children, yeah.
You want children, yeah.
What are you looking for in a woman, in a girl?
Oh, cares about family, emotionally mature, maybe a more like traditional value too.
Trad wife. You like women?
Of course. Women are the most beautiful people in the world.
I like how she at the end just said, "Do you love women?" Like as a gotcha moment or something like that. This is a very interesting thing. And I see that many women, and just many people in general, do not like this take. But I have constantly seen that with men, the older you get, the more time you have in life to acquire skills, to acquire life experience and all that. And there's like this quote that goes like, women age like milk and men age like fine wine. Which is, many people hate that for some reason, I do not know why. But if you truly think about it, it's kind of like true, because the things that he said, they are kind of true. They generally get this fly away from me. Like the problem is, the things that he said are true, but the way that he said it are very misogynistic, if you understand what I mean. The problem is I'm trying to tackle this perspective from every single one of here. I can tackle this perspective from the black pill point of view, from the blue pill point of view, from the red pill point of view. I'm gonna tackle this from my own perspective. The things that he said is true. I experienced that. Many women right now, that's the reason why many men love younger women, because they did not experience much of life. They're not jaded by life. They're not scarred by life. Because if a woman is like older, for example in her 30s, and she's still single, there's a very big chance that that's a red flag for the girl, because she could not keep a man. And you can also say that for the guy. If a guy is like 30 or 40 years old and he's still single, it's also a very big red flag, because he could not marry, he could not keep a woman there. So therefore, the older you get, realistically, and the more that you're single, that's kind of like a red flag. But the thing is, for like men, why they can get away with that is because men are only focused on the attraction, for the attraction and the personality of the woman, whilst women are looking much more than just personality and looks. They look at status, money, your friend group, how big your friend group is, how you are perceived by other people, your height, your looks, all of that, your personality. Like women look at much more things than just personality and looks that men look in women. That's the reason why a guy can literally go to a McDonald's and he can just wife up a McDonald's cashier, whilst a woman would never look at a bum like that. Like a man could be pretty and all of that, but she would never like marry him. That's the reason why young women, especially young women like teenagers, love this pretty boy phenomenon, because they only look at the prettiness and attraction. But the older they get, they start looking at more things like money, security, status, provision, and all of that. That's the reason why you can see many examples of like young, beautiful, stunning men, beautiful boys who get dumped so hard by women because they're not able to provide money or anything, because women have this sort of biological clock. I mean, even men have that biological clock, but it's very, very obvious in like women, because when that biological clock ticks, I also seen these examples. For example, like I heard some of my friends talking about how some women just get this biological clock, and as soon as that biological clock ticks, they just want children out of nowhere. So the things that he said, even though they're controversial, I find them to be kind of true. And the thing is, like, it's his own preference. Like, that's the thing that he's wants, like, that's his preference. Like, he said that he seeks emotionally mature women in the sense of like age, and every single woman in the comments is like saying that he's like a predator or something like that. I mean, that's just preference. For example, I can say that you're just a slime bag because you prefer men who are much more attractive and much taller, and because your criteria are in the top 1%. Because have you ever seen those videos, for example, when a woman wants a specific kind of man, and there's like a guy, for example, with this AI filter who like filters out all of these men. For example, a woman says that she wants a 6'2" guy who earns like 6 figures, who is not married, who is attractive and all that, and he puts in the statistics, and in those statistics it says that that man that she described is like 0.01% of men. Like, I can say that you're just a bigot and that you're delusional for that. I can just outright say that, but you can say that that's your preference, which is like okay. But when this guy says his own preferences, you just outright tell him that he's like a predator or something like that. Like, it's hypocritical. Generally, it's hypocritical.
You married?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Is he happy?
Oh, that's a weird question.
That's a weird question.
fine.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like it's a different kind of an interview. I'm just, because he's not here, like I want to show my care for him as well. Is he happy?
Oh, I should look at the camera. Oh.
Your answer is yes, no. You don't wanna answer that question?
No.
I think it's okay. I think we got the answer.
Who we?
It's me and the camera guy.
Oh god. I mean, that's just sad. This is just a perfect example that nobody truly cares about a man's feelings. Like, everybody just asks the girl how she's feeling, and everybody's focused on woman's feelings, but when a man's feelings come into question, like, everybody just turns a blind eye. Like in that relationship we can see that man is not happy, and that she's just completely shocked. Like,
In the
meh.
study, researchers brought in a group of women and asked them to rank photos of two men where one was conventionally attractive and the other was not. Later, they were asked to do the same thing again. They were told that the attractive guy was also a subject of the study and had rated her low. The results showed a significant and consistent drop for the unattractive guy
Whoa.
in the second rating, deemed as a way for those women to restore their sense of self-esteem after the ego hit of rejection.
Whoa, I mean, I kinda already knew that. Like, for example, when a really good-looking guy rejects a good-looking woman, that girl will just explode in her head, and then she will just vent that out, judging other less-looking men as even less looking. She just perfectly explained that. For example, you're angry and you're venting that anger on other people, and you're making other people suffer because you're suffering. That's just a bitchy way, but that's just a bitch thing to do. When women make decisions. Forgive, don't forget. My husband wanted to murder the man who killed our daughter, but I forgave him. He moved in with us. I see him as what the fuck? Wait, so a guy murdered your son. So there's like a woman and a husband, and a totally random guy murdered your son. So you're replacing that son with the murderer? What the fuck? I mean, this doesn't have anything to do with women. I hate the part that it says at the top when women make decisions. Like, this doesn't have anything to do with women. That's just messed up. This doesn't have anything to do with gender. This is the male example when men want to defamate women. What the fuck? This doesn't have anything to do with gender.
For you, what's easier, the life of a man or a woman?
The life of a pretty girl is extremely easy. The life of an ugly...
Extremely easy?
Oh, she's triggered.
And the life of an ugly girl is extremely hard. The life of a pretty man is difficult, and the life of an ugly man is difficult. No matter what circumstance, the man has the harder life, and the women, there is a certain amount of women, a specific percentage that look good, which will end up having an easier life.
She's triggered as fuck. Oh god, she's truly triggered. I have my own life experience as a man with dick and balls. I never experienced life as a woman, but if I were to use common sense and common logic, and from what I'm perceiving and seeing all around me, I would say that a life of a man is a little bit more difficult. Like, there's this whole debate, like, who has it tougher, men or women. In Western countries, men have it tougher. In Islamic countries, I would say that women have it tougher, because, yeah, like this is my question. Why don't feminists go to Islamic countries? Why are they fighting for equality in Western countries where pretty much they have much more power in, for example, like the court or job market and all of that? Why don't they go in the Islamic countries? Like, that's my genuine question. But anyways, my response to this video is a person who experienced an easier life. You can also say that for example, for people who were born in rich families. If you were born with money, you never truly experienced how it feels without money. And if you were, for example, born without money, you never truly experienced how it is to live with money. So it's kind of good to live both, but you cannot just change your gender like that. But what I want to say is that if you lived an easy life, you like had easy jobs, you had easy experiences, life just went your way, for the sake of you seeming like a good person, you will say that your life is kind of like difficult, because it's kind of like virtue signaling. Like, you're saying that your life is difficult so that you can feel appreciated in these societies, in these groups. But when you say that, the people who are genuinely living hard experiences, they are seeing you and they are judging you hard. Because they see you and they see that you're talking nonsense, you're talking shit. Imagine if women couldn't wear makeup. Imagine if men couldn't grow facial hair. That's a good argument. But when a man has like a beard, his attractiveness like changes by like, I would say like 2 points. Like for example, if he's like 5 out of 10 and he has like a beard, he will like go up like 2 points, let's say 6 or 7. He will be a 7 out of 10. Even that is too high, because a beard and a haircut, yes, they can change a lot, but they cannot change your facial muscles and facial bone. But this, Jesus fucking Christ, that's a day and night difference, like genuinely. This girl is 10 out of 10. Like this is a beautiful woman, genuinely gorgeous. This looks like a middle-aged woman who is named Karen, who lives in a supermarket and is just a manager or something. Like, this woman looks like she could beat me up verbally, but this woman just looks nice and all that. Like, I know that men are right now discussing a lot about looks maxing, like mewing, like gonial angle and just gooning and all of this supplements and all that. But women truly understand looks maxing. Like, this is the pinnacle of looks maxing. Like, she changed from, like, let's say like a mid woman to like the Stacy. Difference that a makeup can do is much more heavier than a difference that a simple beard can do. Dude, dating is so easy for women. Just pick one of the 100 of nice guys on the app. And what's on the app? Daniel. Daniel must be 5'8" or shorter. Must live close enough to be my... I mean, this is just a joke. I can see this is just genuinely a joke. This is like a rage bait. It's the same thing that women say, for example, like if you're below 6 feet, like move away. Like, I mean, this is just obviously a joke. I have manipulated my husband by strategically sleeping with him more than for 20 years. I've been married for going on 30 years. Many years ago, I realized that on the weekends, if I got up in the morning and did whatever I needed to do, made breakfast, took care of the kids, cleaned, etc., my husband would just stay in bed and all day and watch TV. If I wanted to take the kids somewhere or suggested for going to shopping or hiking or hanging out with friends or literally anything, my husband would say he's worked hard all week and he wants just to relax. But we do nothing all week long. But if I started the morning by sleeping with him shortly after we were done, he'd get up and take shower and be ready to conquer the world. So if I want to have a lazy day at home, I get up and do whatever I want. But if I want to go and do something, I sleep with him first thing in the morning. I know I'm intentionally manipulating him, and I actually care because I feel like he's getting what he wants and I'm getting what I want. I want this woman to manipulate me. Generally, come here, manipulate me all day long. What the fuck? What the fuck am I talking about? Like, this is the power that women had for centuries. Like, every single person says that men are in power, but secretly the puppet masters were always women. Women have taken care of the kids, women have taken care of the household, the man goes to work and man returns. But the man seeks one thing: reproduction, procreation. Like, we have our hormones for a reason. I understand that. So you can literally manipulate a man just by sex. Like, men would die in wars for sex. And feminism says that this is a submissive act. I wouldn't say that this is a submissive act. I would say that this is a strategic strategy. This is a technical and smart strategy. If you want something out of a man, give him what he wants. Sex. Like, feminism says that manipulating a man by giving him what he wants is wrong. But genuinely, you can go a far way if you just give a man what he wants.
Here's a map of registered sex offenders in Los Angeles. All these individual little dots. I'm going to randomly click on one and you get $1 million if you accurately guess the gender. You wouldn't take those chances in a hypothetical situation, so women aren't going to take those chances in real life. For women, it is all men until proven otherwise. While women can be on this list and it's possible, it's not as probable. And that's the point here. If the small percentage of women who do it upset you, then why wouldn't the large percentage of men who do it upset you too? You're not an advocate against assault. You're an advocate against women. And that's exactly what makes you good guys so dangerous.
You really want to know why men are sick of hearing this message? It is because you said, quote, why wouldn't the large percentage of men upset you too? When men know, you know, we all know that it is not the majority of men. Even when you run the numbers, look, I did a quick Google search and you guys can check me on this, but I found that there are 750,000 offenders in the US. Let's say about 75% of them are male, because apparently Google says 25% are female, for a grand total of 562,000. The total male population is 165 million. When you do the math, that is 0.34% of males. So I think it becomes pretty clear that this message is purely to demonize men and doesn't really have anything to do with keeping women safe.
Yeah, she just used statistics to play into her favor, because not every man is like that. I mean, even though she said like not all men, she genuinely acts like it's all men, because yeah, it's kind of messed up, but you're just skewing statistics into your own favor. And genuinely, I already said that many times in past videos, but every single time you see a social media post or just other people's behaviors, look at it from the two perspectives. Look at it from the perspective that this person is talking, and second, look at the hidden message. What is the hidden message? I believe that genuinely this person just wanted to show the statistics to demonize men, as this girl said. But also at the same time, it's kind of messed up that there's so many sex offenders, I agree. But you should not use that to paint all men, like, come on. Another tragic fact, every single comment section, every single post, like every single comment under this post said that this woman is, once again, one of those pick-me type of girls. Like, come on.
Men don't have a say in women's sex life.
Do you think the sexual empowerment of women in any way contributes to their own objectification?
No.
Does the fact that porn and OnlyFans exist prove that women are okay being objectified as long as they're getting paid?
No. It means that we can use our body the way that we want to without men's control.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
Yes. Yes. And if you don't, you suck.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex, but are less likely to accept a man who can buy it?
Because it's empowering to be able to do what you want with your body when you want to be able to do it.
But isn't that like shaming your own customers?
No.
Well, how can you be a victim of your own product?
Because it's my fucking body. My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
On the left side of a woman's brain, there is nothing right. And on the right side of a woman's brain, there is nothing left.
What the fuck, man? Get that face away from me. I mean, yeah, that's just pure intellectual dishonesty. Like, the whole reason why you're empowered is because men provide for that. Like, oh, come on, man. Oh, come on.
Can someone explain to me how a man can go to work all day so his wife can stay at home all day and he still comes home after a long day of work to no punani, no home cooked meal, and the house is a mess? Like, isn't the whole point of you staying home to keep the person who's going to work every day's life easier, not more stressful?
I agree. Like, there are generally many women who complain about this shit every single day. But if you are a stay-at-home type of girl, I believe that you should just do house stuff. That's my perspective. But if both of you work, then it should be shared. Household stuff should be shared. But if only like one person goes to work and provides for the entire house, please provide something to the relationship, because you will not make the man happy, you will not make yourself happy. Contribute something to the relationship.
No result, keep working. Bad result, keep working. Great result, keep working. But never stop working. Cause consistency is key of success.
That's a good question. That's a good question, but I'm way too tired to respond. This video is already way too long for it, but it is. This post perfectly represents why social media is cancerous. It generally just promotes hate. It generally just promotes drama, violence, destruction. Like, what the fuck? It just promotes bad values in general. Once again, she even put the fucking pig on his face to protect his identity. Why are you doing this? These women are... Oh, you're giving me a brain aneurysm. No. Why are you moaning? No, don't look at me. Why are you moaning? Hi, 22, female. I've been seeing this guy for a little while. I thought he was really funny and sweet, really supportive. We've been going on dates and sleeping together and stuff. I looked over his shoulder when he was texting his roommate. I'm in his contacts as spare hole. I mean, if you're a woman, pack your bags and leave. Like, that's just disrespectful. What the fuck?
You know what the funniest thing about so many men is nowadays? So many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only going to waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a waste of time for them lately.
Yes. Yes, queen. Slay. That's the thing that I already said. Men are not afraid anymore of being single for the rest of their lives. They are afraid of being stolen everything via divorce or legal stuff. I mean, just stepping into the field of dating is pretty scary because you're afraid that that girl will ruin your life. I mean, it goes both ways, but I mean, it goes for both genders genuinely, but it's just a sad thing. You have two genders, you have one human species, it's meant to make life, it should be something more significant. It's like yin and yang. I already said that, yin and yang. I'm autistic. What the fuck? I mean, if a man does that in public, especially in the Balkans, he's getting beaten up. No balls. I'm sorry to say it, but men will never be more than a pretty sight to me. Some of them are so fucking attractive, but all of their personalities are dog shit. Even the nice ones are subconsciously misogynistic and think they are superior to you. They're just conditioned to think like this. Knowing this, I could never have a relationship with a man. I love to look at them, but as soon as they open their mouths, they are disgusting to me. I mean, you have been treated badly by other men, I believe. You have bad male experiences. If that's the case, I'm genuinely sorry to you. Men will literally choose a shy, polite, soft woman with zero achievements over an arrogant career woman. Yeah, you can see that. I already said that many men will rather wife up a McDonald's employee rather than a arrogant bossed woman who is like a CEO at her own company. Oh man. Why are you snapping with your ex? Why do you have your ex in the contacts?
Stop dating toxic men. Stop dating abusive men.
Stop blaming women for men's problems. Stop blaming women for men's problems.
What?
Stop blaming women for men's problems. Stop blaming women for men's problems. Stop blaming women for men's problems.
Let me give you an analogy. If you leave your car unlocked in a bad neighborhood, you know that that neighborhood is bad, and you leave it open there, and it gets stolen. Who's at fault here? Is it the thief's fault, or is it your own fault for leaving your door unlocked? I mean, of course, legally speaking, the thief is at fault, but it is also your responsibility and it is also your fault to lock up the door, because you already knew that. So therefore, if you're dating abusive men, it is also your fault. It's also your problem. Don't go into those relationships. Stop leaving your car opened in some garbage neighborhood. On her deathbed, instead of thinking about her children and husband for 70 years, she thinks of some homeless dude who fucked her in a boat trip for 2 days. Millions of women consider this a great love story about the Titanic. That's insane. That's genuinely insane. That's freaky. Like, that's freak. I'm speechless. Firefighters, 96% male. Average salary, 46,000. Receptionists, 95% female. Average salary, 35,000. And you still think the gender pay gap is a myth? What? I don't get it. Oh, you're comparing firefighters to receptionists. Cow produces milk, bee produces honey, women produce babies. What do men produce?
Where are the good looking men? Because I just got back from an event and I looked around and all the women, 10 on 10s. 10 on 10s, hair done, makeup done, outfits on point, 10 on 10s. And then I look around at the men and no effort. No effort. We're not asking for Liam Hemsworths, you know, like that would be nice to have. But we just want effort. You know, you can put in an effort into a nice haircut or to a nice, well groomed beard or a nice shirt, a little light blazer. Like, effort, man. Come on. It's just so unfair because everywhere you look around, they're just such beautiful, amazing, well put together women. And us straight girlies also need something nice to look at, you know? It's not a lot to ask.
I mean, yeah, you're correct. I know many men are just letting themselves completely off via alcohol, drugs, and all that. So, yeah, I agree. I would say that she's on point. I would say that I agree with her, but at the same time, that's kind of an I dislike the way that's my problem. I dislike the way how she talks. I think that she talks entitled. I think that she talks like she deserves to look at better men. Like she deserves. Like the world needs to give that to her. But that's how I perceived it. But the things that she said, I would definitely agree because many men are just complete and bumps out there, just complete bumps out there, like totally. Ooh,
Nora
this
was
is interesting.
surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not.
There's no attractive nice guys. It's not because I like the bad boys or whatever. I like nice guys. But, like, there's no attractive nice guys.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man? Not at all. No clue. No idea.
That it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I really like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before, Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
They said to her, this is going to be revolutionary because it's been looked at as though men were the perpetrators and women were the victims.
Ultimately, Ned told most of his dates that he was Nora. Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
Sorry for being bitchy.
Please.
But after 18 months of deception, she was unraveling. Her checked into a hospital with severe depression. Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy.
Hands down to this woman who turned into a man. Like genuinely, thank you. You explained some things. Thank you. Your sacrifice will be remembered. Okay, we're ending it today. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want to stop looking at this brainless gender war slop. I think that my mental health is ruined right now for like several days ahead. Get off social media.